What do Madagascar's flag colors truly symbolize? The flag of Madagascar proudly waves three colors, white, red, and green, each imbued with deep meaning and significance to the nation's identity. The white represents purity and the spirit of freedom, symbolizing the hope and aspirations of the Malagasy people for unity and peace. This is particularly poignant given the country's rich history of struggle and perseverance. The red stands for the bloodshed of Madagascar's ancestors, reflecting their courage and sacrifice in the fight for independence and sovereignty. Finally, the green represents the lush landscapes and bountiful nature of Madagascar, a country famous for its unique biodiversity. Together, these colors weave a narrative of the nation's past, celebrating both its heritage and its aspirations for the future. Just as the flag unfurls in the wind, it tells a story of resilience and hope, inviting everyone to appreciate the beauty and complexity of Madagascar's culture and spirit. Did you know about Chad's vibrant Ngunu Festival? This lively celebration takes place annually during harvest time, bringing the Gumbai community together to honor their ancestors and express gratitude for a bountiful harvest. Imagine witnessing colorful traditional dances with performers adorned in the stunning costumes that reflect the rich culture and history of the region. As the rhythmic beats of djembe drums fill the air, you can feel the energy of the crowd as they join in the festivities. Ancestral flames flicker throughout the event, symbolizing the connection between the living and those who came before. Music and song are woven into the fabric of the festival, with generations sharing stories and songs that echo the spirit of the community. This event is not just about celebration. It's a vital way for the Gumbai people to teach the younger generations about their rich cultural heritage, while fostering a strong sense of community. The Ngunu Festival is truly a feast for the senses and a beautiful testament to the resilience and vibrant spirit of Chad's people. Curious why Singapore's living costs are so high? Singapore consistently ranks as one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, and there are several reasons behind this reputation. First, it's a small island nation with limited space, which makes real estate really pricey. Many people want to live there due to its vibrant economy and high quality of life, pushing demand for housing sky high. On top of that, Singapore is a global business hub, attracting multinational companies and a skilled workforce. This economic magnetism contributes to high salaries, which can also drive up costs for goods and services. Let's not forget the upscale lifestyle options available. Everything from top-notch restaurants to luxury shopping, all of which can lighten your wallet significantly. Moreover, the government imposes taxes on certain goods to manage consumption, impacting everyday expenses. While life in Singapore can be costly, many residents enjoy a strong public infrastructure, excellent health care, and a safe environment, which often makes the investment worthwhile. Monaco's crowd might surprise you, the world's densest country. Nestled along the French Riviera, Monaco is a tiny yet vibrant place, holding the title of the most densely populated country on the planet. Imagine this. With a mere 2.02 square kilometers of land, it packs in over 20,000 people per square kilometer. That's like cramming a bustling city into a space smaller than Central Park. Despite its small size, Monaco boasts an estimated population of around 40,000 residents. The charm of this principality lies not just in its breathtaking views and luxurious lifestyle, but also in how its people have adapted to their space. Living in such a compact area means that everything from homes to offices is carefully optimized. The streets are alive with energy, and the blend of cultures creates a unique atmosphere. Known for its glitzy casinos, upmarket boutiques, and the famous Monte Carlo Grand Prix, Monaco attracts tourists from all over the globe. So next time you think of crowded places, remember this little gem where the magic of community thrives in an extraordinary setting. You won't believe this about ancient golden artifacts. The Quimbaya artifacts, uncovered in Colombia and thought to date back between 300 and 1000 CE, are a fascinating glimpse into the ingenuity of early civilizations. These small, intricately crafted golden statues primarily depict animals, but their true purpose has sparked some wild theories. Some researchers suggest that these artifacts could have represented early flying machines, An astonishing notion, especially when you consider that they predate modern airplanes by centuries. Imagine small golden birds designed with wings, possibly symbolizing the dream of flight long before it became a reality for humankind. This has led to intriguing debates among archaeologists and historians about the cultural significance of these artifacts. Were they merely decorative pieces, or could they have played a role in spiritual or ceremonial practices? The beauty of the Quimbaya artifacts lies not only in their craftsmanship, but also in the mysteries they hold about the aspirations and imaginations of ancient peoples. Each piece invites us to ponder how creativity and innovation might have unfolded in a time vastly different from our own. Discover the world's largest national park in Greenland, Northeast Greenland. National Park is a remarkable treasure covering a staggering 972,000 square kilometers, which is about 375,000 square miles, making it even larger than some countries. Established in 1974, this park is a haven for astonishing wildlife and breathtaking landscapes filled with icebergs, glaciers, and dramatic mountains. It's located above the Arctic Circle, so you can expect to see unique Arctic wildlife like polar bears, walruses, and reindeer roaming its vast expanse. The park is so remote and untouched that it offers not only stunning natural beauty, but also a chance to witness the raw power of nature in one of its purest forms. Interestingly, much of the park is uninhabited, allowing the flora and fauna to thrive in their natural habitats without human interference. Notably, Northeast Greenland National Park is home to the amazing Peary caribou and the elusive Arctic fox, both of which are perfectly adapted to survive the harsh conditions. Visiting here feels like stepping into a different world where nature reigns supreme, and every glance reveals another stunning vista. Discover where gravity pulls harder on Earth. Did you know that gravity isn't the same everywhere? It's true, Earth's gravity can vary slightly depending on where you are. Generally, gravity is a bit stronger at lower altitudes, so if you're standing at sea level, you'll feel a stronger pull than if you were on top of a tall mountain. Isn't that fascinating? But it doesn't stop there. The location also matters. Gravity is stronger at the poles compared to the equator. This happens because the Earth isn't a perfect sphere. It bulges at the equator due to its spinning motion, making it a bit further from the center of gravity. Additionally, areas with denser crust, like mountains or certain geological formations, can also pack a stronger gravitational punch. These variations might sound tiny, but they can affect satellite readings and even how we measure things on our planet. So next time you're on top of a hill or at the beach, remember that gravity is giving you a little nudge in its unique way. Have you ever wondered how moths sniff love from miles away? Male silkworm moths possess some of the most sensitive noses in the animal kingdom. Their feathery antennae are loaded with millions of scent receptors that can detect just a few molecules of a female's pheromone. From up to 16 kilometers away, these males lock onto the chemical trail and navigate with astonishing precision, even in total darkness. Once in range, they engage in a dance-like flight, guided by increasingly strong scent cues. This extreme sensitivity ensures that even in low-density populations, mating is still possible. Their antennae are so advanced, they've inspired sensor designs in modern robotics and technology. Nature made them into airborne pheromone-seeking missiles, all for the sake of love. Surprising truth about bottled water revealed. It might blow your mind to know that many popular bottled water brands are simply filling their bottles with water straight from your local tap. Yes, that's right. Instead of untouched springs, these brands often source their water from public water systems, which means it can contain all the same minerals and additives, like fluoride, that your tap water does. So why pay a hefty price for something that comes from the same place as your kitchen sink? On average, bottled water can cost hundreds of times more than tap water, leading consumers to wonder if they're really getting anything special. The bottled water industry often markets these products by claiming they are purer or healthier, but in many cases, it's just filtered water, and sometimes even with less stringent safety standards than public water supplies. So next time you're reaching for a bottle, consider filling a reusable one from the tap instead. You'll save money and reduce plastic waste, all while enjoying water that's just as safe and refreshing. Did you know BMW's car journey started after WWI? The story of BMW isn't just about luxury vehicles. It begins in the aftermath of World War I, when Germany faced severe economic challenges due to the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty placed heavy reparations on Germany, leading many companies to pivot and adapt to survive. BMW, originally a producer of aircraft engines, shifted gears and entered the automotive industry in 1923, launching its very first car, the BMW 315 PS. This model showcased the brand's commitment to performance and quality. With a powerful engine and a sleek design, it caught the attention of driving enthusiasts and set the stage for BMW's long-standing reputation for engineering excellence. As the company navigated the tough economic landscape, it blended innovation with necessity, evolving from an aircraft manufacturer to one of the most recognized names in the automotive world. Today, BMW is celebrated not just for its cars, but for a rich history that reflects resilience and creativity in the face of adversity. Did you know Osaka's climate can be tricky? While this bustling city enjoys a mild climate with hot, humid summers and pleasantly cool winters, not all areas experience the same comfort. Take Kamagasaki, for instance, a neighborhood grappling with unique challenges. Summer temperatures can soar, making life a sweaty ordeal for many residents, especially those without air conditioning. Imagine the stifling heat mixing with the sounds of the vibrant streets. It can be overwhelming. When winter rolls around, the tables turn, and residents face a different struggle, finding warmth in their homes. Many in Kamagasaki deal with minimal heating options. This stark contrast in seasons highlights the resilience of the community, which is home to many individuals facing tough circumstances. Despite these climate-related hurdles, the people of Kamagasaki find a way to adapt and support each other, proving that even in the heat of summer or the chill of winter, the spirit of community can shine brightly, showcasing strength in the face of adversity. It's hard to believe, but balancing barnacles glue better than superglue. These humble sea creatures are master chemists. Barnacles secrete a natural underwater adhesive made from complex protein polymers and calcium, which instantly hardens in salt water. Their glue can bind to almost any surface, metal, rock, or shell, and remains stable in high-pressure, turbulent environments. Lab tests show their cement has bonding strength up to 14 MPa, surpassing many industrial adhesives. Unlike superglue, it's eco-friendly, biodegradable, and works flawlessly underwater. Scientists are studying its structure to develop medical-grade sealants and underwater construction adhesives. Evolution refined this formula over millions of years, solving engineering problems that still challenge human scientists. It's one of the most perfect examples of nature outperforming industry with sustainable brilliance. Ever heard of Snake Island's deadly inhabitants? This Brazilian island, known as Ilha da Queimada Grande, is infamous for being home to the world's most venomous snake, the golden lancehead viper, or Bothrops insularis. Imagine a place where one snake can deliver a venom so potent that it can kill a human in just a few hours. That's why Brazilian authorities made the tough decision to ban access to the island, preserving both the safety of people and the unique ecosystem of these snakes. The golden lancehead is not only fascinating because of its deadly bite, but also due to its incredible adaptation. Over thousands of years, these vipers evolved in isolation, leading to distinctive traits unlike any other snake species. They primarily feed on the island's bird population, a meal made easy by their rapid and efficient hunting skills. So while the island is a dangerous spot for humans, it's a crucial habitat that highlights the importance of biodiversity and the delicate balance of nature. Visiting Snake Island is like stepping into a real-life thriller, but for now, only the snakes get to enjoy its unnerving beauty. Turns out mantises are genuine aerial snipers. Camouflaged as twigs or leaves, mantises might appear peaceful, but they are among the deadliest predators of the insect world. Their eyes, made of thousands of visual units, form 3D images with razor-sharp depth perception, letting them track even the smallest movements. When prey is in range, the mantis doesn't pounce blindly. It slows its heartbeat, locks into position, and launches a rapid, calculated strike in just 40 milliseconds. Its spiked forelegs act like spring-loaded traps, capturing prey with over 90% success. Some species even snatch insects out of the air with shocking accuracy. Evolution has equipped mantises with everything a sniper needs: camouflage, stillness, precision vision, and instant reaction time. They are living proof that small size doesn't mean small skill. Why is the U.S.-Mexico border so heavily guarded? The U.S.-Mexico border is known for its extensive security measures, which stand in stark contrast to the more relaxed U.S.-Canada border. This heightened surveillance primarily stems from serious issues like human trafficking and illegal immigration that occur along the southern border. To tackle these challenges, the U.S. has implemented a range of security initiatives, including fences, surveillance technology, and a significant presence of Border Patrol agents. Many people crossing the border do so for better opportunities, but unfortunately, there are also those who exploit vulnerable individuals, making trafficking a critical concern. In recent years, the U.S. government has intensified efforts to deter illegal crossings and improve border safety, which has led to debates about the balance between security and human rights. While the U.S.-Canada border remains much less fortified, the complexities surrounding the U.S.-Mexico border continue to provoke discussions about immigration policy and national security. What will the future hold for these borders? Did you know Himba homes are made from cow dung? In the heart of Namibia, the Himba tribe showcases an incredible way of life that defies modern building conventions. These skilled artisans mix clay with cow dung to create their unique homes, commonly called ombu or ovanda. But don't let the idea of cow dung throw you off. This natural building material is both practical and sustainable, offering remarkable insulation from the scorching desert heat. The clay helps solidify the structure, while the dung adds a level of resilience that standard materials just can't match. The combination results in strong, durable homes that hold up well, even in the face of harsh weather conditions. During the day, these homes remain pleasantly cool inside, providing a welcome refuge from the sun's relentless rays. This innovative approach not only reflects the tribe's deep connection to their cultural roots, but also highlights nature's ability to provide ideal solutions for living sustainably in a challenging environment. The Himba people, with their resourceful building methods, truly embody the beauty of harmony between traditional practices and the natural world. Is it possible that wolves use howling as a GPS? More than haunting music of the wilderness, a wolf's howl is a survival tool of impressive sophistication. Each individual's voice carries unique frequency markers that other pack members instantly recognize, even from 16 kilometers away. But these calls do more than identify. They transmit complex information: warnings, location data, territorial markers, and rendezvous points. Wolves listen not just for the sound, but for its echoes, which tell them about surrounding terrain, obstacles, and safe paths. It's acoustic navigation, woven with social connection. Young wolves are taught to howl with precision, joining the chorus as apprentices of this sonic map. As wolves roam vast forests and mountains, howling serves as their GPS, walkie-talkie, and family thread all at once. Is it true that vultures are eco-engineers with acid stomachs? These birds are nature's frontline sanitation workers. Vultures have stomach acid so powerful it can dissolve lethal pathogens like anthrax, cholera, and botulism without harming them. When a carcass starts rotting, vultures arrive to neutralize it, turning disease-ridden flesh into harmless biomass in hours. Their digestive system is so efficient that even their droppings are less toxic than many other scavengers. But there's more. Inside their guts lives a unique community of microbes that assist in breaking down putrid meat. Without vultures, ecosystems would suffer from carcass buildup, leading to bacterial outbreaks and vermin infestations. Conservationists now view vultures as keystone species, crucial to biodiversity and public health. Their decline in some regions has already led to spikes in disease. These misunderstood birds aren't grotesque. They're guardians of balance. Stargazing in the Atacama Desert is simply magical. This remarkable place, located in northern Chile, is often considered one of the best spots on Earth for observing the night sky. Why? It's largely due to its astonishingly clear atmosphere, which is incredibly dry and free of moisture, allowing breathtaking views of stars, planets, and galaxies without any distortion. The Atacama Desert experiences minimal light pollution since it's home to few inhabitants and no major cities nearby, meaning the dazzling night sky truly shines in all its glory. You can expect to see thousands of stars twinkling brightly, even with just your naked eye. Local astronomy tours often take advantage of these ideal conditions, providing telescopes and expert guides to help you explore constellations and celestial events. Many observatories have also set up shop here, like the European Southern Observatory, which takes full advantage of the region's unique environment for groundbreaking astronomical research. Whether you're an astronomy fanatic or just someone who appreciates the beauty of the cosmos, a night under the stars in the Atacama is an experience you won't soon forget. What if I told you about the tallest bridge ever? The Millau Viaduct in France is not just another pretty structure. It's a breathtaking engineering marvel that towers over the landscape at a stunning 343 meters, 125 feet. Located in the scenic south of France, this cable-stayed bridge gracefully spans the Tarn River Valley, connecting the towns of Millau and Cressels. Imagine standing on the bridge and looking down. You're higher than the Eiffel Tower. Opened in 2004, the Millau Viaduct was designed by French engineer Michel Virloju and architect Norman Foster, featuring sleek lines and a minimalistic design that blends harmoniously with the rugged terrain. It has become a symbol of innovation and elegance, attracting visitors from all over the world who come to marvel at its height and beauty. Moreover, this impressive bridge not only helps ease traffic congestion, but also serves as an iconic showcase of modern engineering. So the next time you think about bridges, remember that in France, there's one that truly stands above the rest. Is it really true that Yosemite attracts climbers worldwide? Absolutely. Yosemite National Park is famous for its stunning granite cliffs and breathtaking views, with iconic landmarks like El Capitan and Half Dome leading the way. El Capitan, standing at a whopping 3,000 feet, is a mecca for rock climbers who come to test their skills against its sheer vertical face. Climbers from all over the globe flock to this natural wonder, eager to conquer its challenging routes while soaking in the park's awe-inspiring beauty. Similarly, Half Dome, with its distinctive shape, offers adventurous hikers a thrilling challenge as they trek up its steep trails. The park not only showcases incredible rock formations, but also plays host to many climbing competitions and events, further enhancing its reputation in the climbing community. With hundreds of climbing routes suited for various skill levels, Yosemite truly offers something for everyone, making it a bucket list destination for adventure enthusiasts. So what are you waiting for? Grab your climbing gear and experience the magic of Yosemite. Surprisingly, it's a fact that wealth has a royal family. The Al Nahyan family is not just any family. They reign as the richest and most powerful royal family in the world, leading the Emirate of Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Their incredible influence began with Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, who became the first president of the UAE in 1971. Under his guidance, the Al Nahyan family grew their wealth in extraordinary ways, and today they control the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund, which is the biggest private equity fund globally, managing a staggering $700 billion in assets from around the world. This means they have fingers in many pies, from investments in technology to entertainment. Oh, and if you're a soccer fan, you might be interested to know that they own Manchester City, one of the top football clubs in the UK. The family's vast wealth and power have made them vital players on the global stage, showcasing how royal legacies can shape entire nations and industries. Amazing but true, ants are unrivaled heavy lifters. Some ants can lift 50 to 100 times their own body weight, the equivalent of a human effortlessly raising a small car. This superhero strength comes from their body structure. Small size allows a high muscle-to-mass ratio, and their exoskeletons distribute weight with near-perfect efficiency. When working in groups, ants become even more impressive. They coordinate with pheromones and touch signals to form living transport systems, moving massive objects across long distances. Leafcutter ants, for example, create highways through forests to carry pieces of vegetation back to cultivate underground fungus farms. This fusion of biological strength and teamwork has even inspired engineers to develop ant-based algorithms for robotics and logistics. In the insect world, ants are not just strong, they're strategic geniuses of construction and transportation. Why is psychological distress so hard to cope with? It's a question that many have pondered, especially those who have faced the depths of emotional turmoil. Psychological distress encompasses a range of feelings such as anxiety, sadness, and overwhelming stress, often leaving individuals feeling trapped and isolated. It can stem from numerous sources like traumatic events, chronic illness, or even societal pressures. Unlike physical pain that can be treated with medications or rest, the struggles of the mind often feel invisible, making it challenging for others to understand what someone is going through. This hidden nature can lead to feelings of shame or frustration, further complicating recovery. The weight of psychological distress can affect every aspect of life, from relationships to work performance, creating a cycle that is hard to break. The good news is that there are paths to healing. With support from friends, family, or mental health professionals, individuals can find strategies to cope and rise above their distress. It's essential to acknowledge these feelings and seek help, as talking about them can be the first step toward healing. Let's dive into the truth about slave trades. Often we picture British ships braving the ocean, laden with human cargo from West Africa to America, but the reality is quite different. While it's true that the British involvement in the transatlantic slave trade is widely highlighted, it actually accounted for just a little over 6% of the total number of enslaved people transported across the Atlantic. The vast majority, around 90%, were sent to Spanish and Portuguese colonies in South America. Countries like Brazil and the Caribbean were massive destinations, where sugar plantations flourished and called for an insatiable labor force. This trade spanned centuries, and it significantly shaped the demographics and cultures of those regions. Additionally, the Portuguese were the pioneers of this trade, starting back in the 15th century. Their methods and networks paved the way for others to follow. Understanding this broader picture is essential to grasp the true impact of the transatlantic slave trade, beyond just the British narrative. It invites us to appreciate the diverse histories and stories that have shaped the world we live in today. Can you believe this dog-headed spider exists? Nestled deep within the lush rainforests of the Amazon, a truly unique arachnid has captured the attention of both scientists and nature lovers alike. The dog-headed spider. This fascinating creature gets its name from its strangely canine-like appearance, particularly its head, which vaguely resembles that of a dog. Its remarkable features don't stop there. The spider displays an array of striking colors, blending beautifully into its vibrant rainforest surroundings. The dog-headed spider is cleverly adapted to its environment, using its camouflaged body to evade predators and surprise unsuspecting prey. As if its appearance weren't enough, this arachnid also exhibits some intriguing behaviors, like its unique mating rituals, which are still being studied to uncover the complexities of its life. In a world often dominated by more well-known creatures, the discovery of the dog-headed spider reminds us that nature is full of surprises, and there are always new wonders waiting to be explored. So next time you're scrolling through nature documentaries or looking for a conversation starter, don't forget about this quirky little spider from the heart of the Amazon. This might surprise you. Debt is soaring. In 2016, the world found itself in a staggering financial position as the total debt skyrocketed to over $199 trillion. That number is not just a statistic. It represents money owed by governments, businesses, and individuals. To put this into perspective, only about $80.9 trillion was available in cash and bank deposits. This means that our debts were more than 2.5 times the money readily available. This significant gap raises important questions about economic stability and financial health globally. Many countries were grappling with issues of national debt, while consumers often face credit card bills and loans. As we're now part of a credit-driven world, understanding how so much debt can exist compared to available cash can shed light on broader economic trends. Are we over-relying on borrowing? Could this balance impact future generations? As debts continue to grow and savings seem sparse, it's crucial to consider how societies manage their finances and the potential challenges ahead. You won't believe the size of this gummy bear. In 2014, a California candy maker made headlines worldwide when they created the world's largest gummy bear, tipping the scales at an astonishing 226 kilograms or 500 pounds. This colossal confection stood a towering 1.4 meters tall, about the height of an average toddler. What's even more mind-boggling is that this giant bear packed a whopping 32,000 calories. To put that into perspective, that's roughly equivalent to eating 16 regular-sized gummy bears every day for over 2 weeks. After its creation, the candy maker decided to sell this titanic treat in bite-sized pieces, offering a chance for fans to enjoy a taste of the giant gummy for just $10 per pound. This sweet creation wasn't just a moment of culinary fun, it stirred up a mix of excitement and curiosity about candy crafting, and of course, sparked many sweet-toothed dreams. Imagine hosting a party and surprising your friends with slices of gummy bear that could rival a small dog in size. The world of candy can be filled with incredible surprises, can't it? What's the story behind Laos and its hidden treasures? Laos holds a remarkable yet sobering title. It's the most bombed country in the world. During the Vietnam War from 1964 to 1973, the United States waged an intense bombing campaign over Laos, hoping to disrupt supply lines and bases. This resulted in the dropping of around 2 million tons of bombs, leaving a lasting mark on the land and its people. But there's so much more to Laos than its war-torn history. Nestled in the heart of Southeast Asia, it's the proud home to the stunning Mekong River, which meanders through lush landscapes, providing vital resources in vibrant ecosystems. The river supports communities and wildlife alike, enriching the local culture with its bounty. Plus, Laos boasts a breathtaking 4,000 islands archipelago in the Mekong, known as Siphan Don, where you can find tranquil lagoons and rare species like the Irrawaddy dolphin. Today, despite its past, Laos is a place of resilience and beauty, weaving its history into the fabric of a hopeful future. Ever wondered why Thailand has such wild weather shifts? The truth is, Thailand boasts a tropical climate that serves up warm days nearly all year long, making it a favorite destination for sun seekers. However, not all parts of Thailand share the same hot vibes. In the northern region, especially in places like Chiang Mai, the winter months can be surprisingly cool, with temperatures dipping low enough to leave a dusting of frost. Folks there might even need a jacket when the sun goes down. Meanwhile, central and southern Thailand bask in the heat, often hitting a sizzling 35 degrees Celsius. These warmer areas, like Bangkok and the islands, are perfect for beach lovers looking to soak up those sunbeams. The country's varied elevations and geography create these fascinating weather contrasts, which adds to Thailand's charm. So whether you're climbing mountains or lounging on tropical beaches, the diverse climate means there's a perfect spot for everyone, every season. Why is this supernova the brightest we've ever seen? In 2015, astronomers made an exciting discovery. They found Assassin 15 LH, the brightest supernova ever recorded in human history. Imagine a star exploding so brightly that it outshines entire galaxies. This cosmic event was particularly intriguing because about 2 months after its initial brightness peaked, it had a second surge of light, puzzling scientists everywhere. This extra burst of brightness hinted at unusual behavior, a sign that the star may have shed its outer layers just before the explosion, or perhaps it interacted with surrounding gas and dust in an unexpected way. Supernovae are key events in the universe, as they help spread elements like carbon and oxygen throughout space, contributing to the formation of new stars and planets. The glow from Assassin 15 NLH traveled billions of light years across the cosmos, reaching us here on Earth, and giving astronomers a glimpse into the violent and dynamic processes that govern the life cycles of stars. With such compelling phenomena, each discovery like this one fuels our understanding of the universe and keeps the cosmic mysteries alive. Think a fruit can stink? Meet the durian. This spiky tropical fruit is notorious for its powerful aroma, which some people describe as a mix of rotten onions, turpentine, and raw sewage. It's so pungent that many hotels and public transport systems in Southeast Asia have banned it outright. Imagine checking into a hotel and being told you can't bring in your favorite snack. Despite its smell, the durian has a dedicated fan base. People who love durian swear by its creamy texture and sweet flavor, often comparing it to a custard-like treat. It's even lovingly called the king of fruits in places like Malaysia and Thailand. The strong smell comes from a combination of compounds that release when the fruit is ripe. Interestingly, while some find the scent off-putting, others are drawn to it, showing just how different our taste buds can be. So if you ever get the chance to taste durian, take a deep breath and dive in. It might just surprise you. Check out the mystery of Glastonbury Tor. This iconic hill in Somerset, England, isn't just a stunning sight, it's steeped in history and legend. Glastonbury Tor rises dramatically over the town of Glastonbury, crowned by the crumbling remains of a church tower that dates back to the medieval period. But what makes this hill truly special is its place in ancient lore. Many believe it has been a sacred site for centuries, attracting pilgrims and spiritual seekers alike. The Tor is often linked to the story of King Arthur and the quest for the Holy Grail, adding an enchanting layer to its allure. Some say that this legendary king was buried on the hill, while others believe it marks the entrance to the mythical Avalon, a land of healing and magic. Today, visitors flock to Glastonbury Tor, not only for its breathtaking views, but also to experience its rich tapestry of stories and spiritual energy. Whether you're a history buff or just looking for a unique adventure, Glastonbury Tor invites you to explore its mysteries and discover the magic of this stunning landmark. Imagine for a moment that chimpanzees communicate almost like us. Chimpanzees use a rich combination of vocal sounds, gestures, facial expressions, and body language to interact. Their vocalizations include over 30 distinct calls, from food alerts to alarm cries, and even soft coos for reassurance. Each group of chimps has its own dialect, specific patterns of sounds and gestures passed culturally from adult to young. Chimpanzees also gesture with intention. A hand wave, foot stamp, or chest beat can convey urgency, dominance, or invitation. In labs, some chimps have even learned to understand hundreds of human words and symbols, showing the capacity for abstract communication. These apes don't just mimic, they adapt, teach, and express emotions, ideas, and even plans. The similarities between chimp and human communication offer insights into the roots of language and the evolution of intelligence. Believe it or not, an elephant's trunk is nature's Swiss Army knife. What looks like a long, flexible hose is actually one of the most advanced biological tools on Earth. An elephant's trunk is a muscular marvel composed of over 40,000 individual muscles and no bones, giving it the strength to lift logs and the finesse to pluck a single blade of grass. It serves as a snorkel when swimming, a trumpet for communication, and even a tool for delicate social gestures, like stroking another elephant's face. The tip alone is so sensitive and dexterous that it can unwrap a peanut or gently clean a baby's eyes. With a sense of smell far more powerful than a bloodhound's, the trunk can detect water sources kilometers away or sense danger on the wind. It is not just a nose, it's a multi-tool for survival, nurturing, and exploration. Evolution gave elephants a single appendage that replaces a dozen other body parts, and they use it like pros. Can you imagine a country where gifts are a must? In Taiwan, gift-giving is more than just a kind gesture. It's a heartfelt tradition that plays a significant role in social gatherings. When you're invited to someone's home, it's customary to bring a little something as a token of appreciation. Popular choices include beautifully packaged tea, sweet candies, or fresh fruits, showcasing the host's hospitality and your thoughtfulness. The act of giving gifts isn't merely about the items themselves, but rather the connections they symbolize between friends and family. This practice is deeply woven into the fabric of Taiwanese culture, reflecting values of respect and gratitude. Whether it's a festive occasion or just a casual visit, presenting a gift is an expression of goodwill that strengthens relationships. It's also a wonderful way to share a piece of your culture or delight your host with local treats. So if you ever find yourself in Taiwan, don't forget to bring along a little present. It could be an exciting taste of the local flavors or a straightforward symbol of your appreciation. Smart folks often bite their tongues, but why? It turns out that intelligent people often find themselves feeling irritated by things that might not bother others. Instead of lashing out in frustration, they usually opt to stay silent. This behavior comes down to a combination of emotional intelligence and self-awareness. They recognize that shouting or getting involved in pointless arguments doesn't fix the issue. It often just adds fuel to the fire. By choosing to hold back their reactions, these individuals preserve their peace and keep unnecessary drama at bay. They pick their battles carefully, focusing on what really matters instead of wasting energy on trivial annoyances. This approach not only helps maintain their tranquility, but also sets a positive example for those around them. So next time you see someone staying cool in a tense situation, remember that they might just be exercising their smarts by thinking before reacting, something we could all learn from. What's so special about Angola's borders and coastline? Angola is a captivating country in southern Africa with a unique geographic setup that makes it an interesting place to explore. Most people don't realize that it shares borders with three countries: Namibia to the south, the Republic of Congo to the north, and Zambia to the east. This positioning creates a diverse cultural mix and a dynamic flow of trade in the region. But that's not all. To the west, Angola opens up to the stunning Atlantic Ocean, offering breathtaking coastal views and beautiful beaches that beckon tourists and locals alike. The coastline isn't just picturesque, it also plays a vital role in maritime trade, making Angola an important hub for shipping routes. This mix of borders and ocean access contributes to the country's rich natural resources, including oil and minerals, which are crucial for its economy. The interplay of land and sea offers both challenges and opportunities for Angola, shaping its identity and future. So whether you're into history, geography, or just love a good view, Angola's unique borders and coastline have something to catch your eye. Is this fiery pit really the gate of hell? It sounds like something out of a fantasy novel, but Turkmenistan's gate of hell is very much a real place. This eerie crater has been burning since 1971, and its origins are just as dramatic as its name suggests. It all started with a drilling accident when Soviet geologists were exploring for natural gas. They inadvertently created a massive hole in the ground, which quickly filled with gas. To prevent the spread of methane gas and avoid a potential disaster, the geologists decided to set it on fire, thinking it would burn out in a few weeks. Well, that plan didn't quite go as expected. Instead of extinguishing, the flame has continued to blaze, lighting up the desert night for over 50 years. This fiery spectacle has become a unique tourist spot where daring visitors gather to witness the glow of this endless flame, taking in the surreal sight and snapping unforgettable photos. So, whether you're a thrill seeker or just curious about natural wonders, the Gate of Hell showcases nature's power in a truly astonishing way. Guess what Smith chose over a legendary role? Will Smith, a superstar known for his charm and charisma, faced a big decision in the late 90s. He had the chance to become Neo, the iconic hero in the groundbreaking film The Matrix. This movie went on to become a huge hit and is praised for its stunning visuals and mind-bending story. So why did Smith turn down such a remarkable opportunity? He opted instead for a leading role in Wild Wild West. While some may view this as a missed chance to be part of cinematic history, Smith feels confident in his choice. He believes that he wouldn't have been the right fit for Neo. The role required a particular depth and style that he thinks might not have aligned with his own acting vibe at the time. Instead of dwelling on what could have been, Smith embraced the quirky Western action film, bringing his unique flair to the role of Jim West. His decision reminds us that sometimes creating our own path is more important than following the crowd, even when that crowd is part of a revolutionary movie. Believe it or not, penguins coat themselves with a water-repellent layer. Braving the brutal cold of Antarctic waters, penguins rely on more than just fat for survival. They wear a built-in waterproof suit. At the base of their tail lies a uropygial gland that secretes a thick, oily substance. Penguins spread this oil across their feathers, using their beaks during grooming. The result? A perfectly sealed outer coat that locks in body heat and keeps icy water out. This not only helps them dive to great depths, but also lets them swim for hours without becoming waterlogged. Without this daily oiling, penguins would lose heat at catastrophic rates, up to 30% of their body warmth in just a minute. The waterproof barrier also increases buoyancy and streamlines their form, allowing smooth gliding through frigid seas. Their ability to coat themselves is not a luxury, it's a life-saving adaptation, crucial for one of Earth's harshest environments. You won't believe how affordable utilities are in Russia. In a country known for its vast landscapes and rich culture, living expenses can often surprise newcomers. For instance, the average monthly cost for essential utilities like electricity, water, and heating is about $52. That's a steal compared to many other countries, but it doesn't stop there. Public transportation in cities is extremely convenient and budget-friendly. A student subway pass can cost as little as $6 a month, making it easy for young people to get around without burning a hole in their pockets. Even a regular subway ticket is just around $34 monthly, which is quite reasonable for daily commuters. With such low costs for utilities and transportation, residents in Russia can enjoy a comfortable lifestyle, allowing them to spend more on leisure activities or delicious food. So whether you're a student, a working professional, or just curious about life in Russia, these prices show just how accessible everyday living can be in this fascinating country. Turns out the truth is that Indy 500 thrills millions. This legendary race, held annually at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, is a crown jewel in the world of motorsports. Known as the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indy 500 draws over 300,000 fans to the track each Memorial Day weekend. It isn't just about speed. The race is steeped in tradition, starting with the famous driving the pace car and the iconic "Gentlemen, start your engines." The 500-mile race features some of the best drivers from around the globe, competing not just for a trophy, but for a spot in motorsport history. The excitement is palpable as cars zoom around the track at terrifying speeds, with the roar of the engines echoing throughout the stands. Fans also enjoy a unique atmosphere, with festivities and tailgating that add to the thrill. From speedway legends like AJ Foyt to modern stars like Helio Castroneves, the Indy 500 has produced unforgettable moments for fans and drivers alike. Would you dare to feel that rush in person? Hard to believe, but yachts can float on a boat. Meet the Yacht Servant, a remarkable 700-foot-long vessel specially constructed to transport super yachts. Imagine a floating harbor that can carry up to 36 luxurious yachts at once. This incredible ship works by submerging its hull, allowing the yachts to float right above it. Think of it as a massive, floating platform that supports these magnificent boats while they travel over water. The design not only ensures a smooth ride for the yachts, but also saves time and effort for yacht owners when moving their prized possessions. Instead of navigating through busy shipping lanes or dealing with the hassle of individual transport, the Yacht Servant provides a clever and efficient solution. As the yacht sector grows, innovations like the Yacht Servant are becoming essential, and they highlight just how ingenious engineering can truly be. It turns the concept of yacht transportation on its head, making it more accessible for everyone who wants to enjoy the open water in style. Ever heard of the man who changed music forever? Bob Marley is a name that rings a bell for music lovers and casual listeners alike. Hailing from Jamaica, Marley took reggae from local clubs and beaches into homes across the globe. His catchy rhythms, meaningful lyrics, and distinctive voice brought people's attention to a form of music that celebrated life, love, and the struggles of the oppressed. But Marley was more than just an incredible musician. He was also a powerful voice for social change. As a dedicated proponent of the Rastafarian movement, he passionately advocated for peace, unity, and social justice, using his platform to speak out against inequality. Songs like One Love and Get Up, Stand Up have not only become anthems of hope, but have also inspired countless people to fight for their rights. Through his music, Marley communicated messages that transcended borders and touched hearts all over the world. Even decades after his passing in 1981, his legacy lives on, reminding us of the power of music to inspire change and bring people together. Did you know about the terrifying Judas chair? This medieval device, ominously known as the chair of torture, was designed to instill fear and extract confessions from its victims. Picture a large chair covered with between 500 to 1,500 sharp spikes, each one ready to pierce the skin of anyone unfortunate enough to sit in it. Straps were attached to secure the person tightly in place, making escape nearly impossible. What's even more chilling is that the Judas chair could be heated, turning this horrific instrument of torture into a fiery ordeal. Often used by those in power, it became a tool of intimidation during the darker days of the Middle Ages, when extracting confessions was a grim necessity for authorities. Victims would often be subjected to this agonizing experience in hopes of eliciting valuable information or a confession to alleged crimes. Though its use is long abolished, the mere thought of the Judas chair serves as a chilling reminder of the lengths to which people could go to seek the truth. Thankfully, today, justice is served through more humane means. You won't believe this about American vigilance. In the United States, quickly reporting suspicious activities is not just common, it's seen as an essential civic duty. While in Belarus, Russia, and much of Europe, this practice is often labeled informing in the U.S., it reflects a strong culture of vigilance. Americans tend to act fast when they notice something amiss in their neighborhoods, like an unfamiliar person lurking or strange noises at odd hours. This instinct to report anomalies to the police stems from a deep-rooted belief in safety and public order. Residents believe that a watchful eye can prevent crime and help keep everyone safe, which creates a sense of community well-being. Interestingly, many Americans will act without needing prompts or encouragement. They simply feel responsible for their surroundings. This cultural perspective emphasizes that participating in local safety is not meddlesome, but rather heroic, and it's a duty every citizen shares. How does this mindset compare to your own country's approach to safety? Believe it or not, chameleons launch their tongues at bullet speed. Chameleons are nature's silent snipers. When prey is within range, they don't leap or pounce, they shoot. Hidden within their heads is a biological spring system, an elastic collagen sheath tightly coiled around a bone. When the moment comes, stored energy launches the tongue like a projectile, reaching its full length, up to twice the chameleon's body size, in just 0.07 seconds. The tip is covered in mucus that grips prey like a suction cup. Once attached, powerful retractor muscles reel it back into the mouth with surgical precision. Some small chameleons accelerate their tongues at over 50 degrees, faster than fighter jets. Their stealth, aim, and ballistic power let them snatch fast-flying insects while remaining perfectly still, invisible among the leaves. It's not just hunting, it's evolutionary weaponry. What if I told you Namibia loves nature? It's true, over 40% of this stunning country is set aside for nature reserves, national parks, and community-managed conservancies, making it one of the leaders in conservation efforts worldwide. When you think about it, that's a huge chunk of land dedicated to protecting our planet and its incredible wildlife. More than 80 community conservancies play a crucial role here, covering around 20% of Namibia's area. These conservancies not only help preserve the environment, but also support local communities by providing jobs and promoting sustainable practices. Thanks to these efforts, wildlife populations are bouncing back, with species like the majestic black rhinos, elusive leopards, and unique desert elephants finding a safe haven. Imagine witnessing these magnificent creatures roam freely in their natural habitat. Namibia's commitment is an inspiring example of how land can be shared between people and nature, showcasing the beauty of biodiversity and the importance of preserving it for future generations. It's a beautiful balance between protecting wildlife and supporting communities, proving that love for nature can thrive through cooperation. Why are plastic flamingos outnumbering real ones? You might be surprised to learn that in the United States, there are estimated to be more plastic flamingos than actual flamingos. This quirky fact dates back to the 1950s when Don Featherstone created the iconic pink lawn ornament. These cheerful, lifelike plastic replicas quickly became a popular decoration for front yards, symbolizing a fun, carefree attitude in American suburban life. While the actual flamingo population is concentrated mainly in Florida and parts of the Caribbean, the colorful plastic counterparts have spread like wildfire across the nation, spawning yard parties, art installations, and even the occasional prank or two. Today, they can be spotted on lawns and gardens and even on porches, often in entertaining poses. While we might not see many real flamingos waddling about, these fun plastic birds bring a pop of color and a smile to everyday life, reminding us of sunny beaches and warm weather no matter where we are. Guess why Liberia banned wild animal consumption? Following the devastating Ebola outbreak in 2014, Liberia made a bold move to protect public health by banning the consumption of wild animals. This decision was crucial because many of these animals can carry diseases that jump from animals to humans, putting entire communities at risk. But instead of leaving people without a source of protein, the government encouraged a sustainable alternative: breeding giant snails. These snails are not only fascinating with their impressive size and ability to reproduce rapidly, but they're also packed with protein, making them a nutritious food option. They require less space and resources to raise compared to traditional livestock, which is great for keeping the environment healthy. As locals embraced this new approach, giant snails became a popular ingredient in dishes, helping families stay healthy while sidestepping the risks associated with hunting wild animals. This shift highlights how we can adapt our food sources in the face of challenges while promoting both health and sustainability. Ever wonder where the word zombie comes from? The term zombie likely traces its roots back to the Congo word nzambi, which means the spirit of a dead person. It's fascinating how a term can evolve over time and culture. In many Western movies and TV shows, we picture zombies as brain-hungry monsters. But in Haitian culture, the concept is quite different. Here, a zombie can symbolize someone who is socially ostracized, facing exclusion rather than mindless hunger. This unique interpretation stems from the rich history and folklore surrounding Haitian Vodou, where it's believed that certain people can be brought back to life not as themselves, but as beings under someone else's control, often symbolizing the loss of identity and freedom. So the next time you hear zombie, think beyond the scary movies and consider this powerful cultural meaning. The word carries a weight that taps into fear, loss, and the complexities of life and death, reminding us of the rich tapestry of language and belief that shapes our understanding of the world. Could pangolins really roll into invulnerable battle balls? Pangolins, the only mammals entirely armored in keratin scales, have developed one of the most effective natural defense systems. When threatened, they instantly curl into a tight ball, exposing only their razor-sharp plates. These overlapping scales, made of the same protein as human fingernails, are tough, flexible, and can deflect bites from lions and leopards. Even mothers protect their young by rolling around them, forming a living shield. Their defense is so effective, predators often give up. Unfortunately, their invincibility against nature has made them vulnerable to humans. Their scales are falsely believed to have medicinal properties, making them one of the most trafficked animals in the world. Conservationists are racing to protect these secretive creatures, whose silent strength and prehistoric armor make them true marvels of mammalian evolution. Believe it or not, ukuleles are banned in Salt Lake City. This quirky law makes it illegal to carry an unwrapped ukulele on the street, which sounds strange, right? While the reason for this odd regulation isn't immediately clear, it adds a sprinkle of humor to the city's legal landscape. Salt Lake City, known for its stunning views and outdoor activities, has a history of unique laws that reflect its culture and community values. The ukulele has long been a symbol of joy and music, so it might seem surprising to find a prohibition against it in such a vibrant city. Perhaps this law was enacted to encourage musicians to keep their instruments protected or to discourage street performances that could disrupt the peace. While this may sound like a joke or a relic of a bygone era, it's essential to know your local laws, especially if you're a music lover planning to visit. So if you ever find yourself strolling the streets of Salt Lake City with a ukulele, Be sure to keep it wrapped up to avoid any legal trouble. Did you know about Dubai's photography rules? In this stunning city known for its towering skyscrapers and vibrant culture, taking photos can be a bit more complicated than just pulling out your phone. It's important to know that snapping pictures of people, especially Muslim women and children, without their permission is frowned upon and can lead to discomfort or even trouble. Dubai prides itself on its respect for privacy, so it's a good idea to always ask first before capturing someone's likeness. Moreover, there are strict regulations concerning where you can point your camera. You won't be able to take photos at airports, military areas, or many government buildings. This is not just a suggestion. Ignoring these rules can lead to hefty fines or even arrest. It's a reminder that while we love capturing memories through photos, respecting local customs and laws is key to enjoying all that this beautiful city has to offer. So next time you're wandering through Dubai's lively streets, remember to be mindful and considerate. Believe it or not, cuttlefish change not only color, but also skin texture. The cuttlefish, a cousin of the octopus and squid, is a living billboard of biological illusion. With astonishing speed, it can shift its skin through millions of color combinations using 3 types of pigment cells: chromatophores, iridophores, and leucophores, layered in dynamic harmony. But it goes further. Muscular papillae under the skin allow it to raise bumps, spikes, or wrinkles, mimicking the texture of coral, sand, or seaweed. This allows the cuttlefish to not only blend visually into its surroundings, but also physically disappear into the landscape. What's more, cuttlefish make these transformations based on sight and memory. They study the environment and decide the best disguise, revealing learning and problem-solving abilities. This shape-shifting skill is both defense and offense, allowing them to hide from predators or sneak up on prey without ever being noticed. Could sloths really swim like fish? While sloths are known for their slow, tree-bound lives, their aquatic skills might surprise you. Despite their sluggish movement on land, sloths become graceful and capable swimmers in water. Using long arms and powerful forelimbs, they perform an effortless breaststroke, reaching speeds of up to 3 meters per minute. Their buoyant bodies, helped by slow metabolism and a layer of fat, allow them to float and move across rivers and flooded rainforest floors with minimal effort. They can even hold their breath underwater for 40 seconds, diving to avoid predators or cross swamps. Young sloths learn to swim just weeks after birth, showing how vital this skill is to survival. For these treetop residents, swimming isn't just an escape route. It's an essential part of navigating the lush, water-laced jungles of Central and South America. What if the universe has no center or edge? Imagine stepping into a vast, never-ending balloon that's inflating all around you. This is a great way to visualize the universe according to the Big Bang Theory, which suggests that it began as a tiny point and has been expanding ever since. Just like the surface of that balloon, every point in the universe is moving away from every other point. This means there isn't a specific center or edge we can point to. You can't find the middle of everything. This idea flips our usual view of space on its head, sparking fascinating questions about whether the universe is limitless or has boundaries we just can't see. Some researchers believe that even though it feels infinite, the universe could be finite but curve back on itself, kind of like the surface of a sphere. So whether you're gazing at the stars on a clear night or watching a balloon inflate, remember we're all part of an amazing cosmic expansion with no center to call home. Why do fennec foxes have such enormous ears? The fennec fox, Vulpes zerta, smallest of all canids, roams the scorching Sahara with its oversized radar-like ears, sometimes half the length of its body. These iconic ears aren't just for show. Packed with blood vessels, they radiate heat away from the body, functioning as natural air conditioners in temperatures exceeding 50 degrees. But they also serve as hypersensitive detectors. Fennecs can hear insects crawling beneath the sand and pinpoint prey like rodents or beetles from meters away. Nocturnal by nature, they rely on their exceptional hearing and padded feet to silently stalk through dunes. Their large ears are a dual-purpose miracle. Audio surveillance devices by night and cooling panels by day evolved to perfection for desert survival. In a landscape of extremes, the fennec's ears are both its shield and its sword. Ever thought about visiting North Korea? If you're daydreaming about a trip to the mysterious land of North Korea, prepare for a surprising journey even before you pack your bags. This country is known for being one of the most closed-off places on Earth, which means getting a visa is not just a walk in the park. In fact, the process can feel a bit like an elaborate puzzle. First off, most travelers cannot enter North Korea freely. They must go through an approved tour guide or agency. You can't just hop on a plane and land wherever you please. The government keeps tight control over the travel process, so visitors are usually only allowed in designated areas, and you will be closely monitored during your stay. The visa application itself involves a lot of paperwork, including a detailed itinerary and sometimes even personal information. Unlike other countries where a simple application can get you a visa quickly, here patience and precision are key. But for those adventurers willing to embrace the challenge, the reward is a glimpse into a world that feels like it hasn't changed in decades. Did you know Egypt is the oldest country on Earth? This fascinating nation holds a rich tapestry of history that stretches back to around 3100 BCE. Imagine a time when the pyramids were being constructed and the majestic Nile River flowed through a vibrant civilization. Ancient Egyptians were pioneers in art, architecture, and governance, creating iconic structures that still stand today, like the Great Pyramid of Giza, which was built as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. But it's not just the monuments that capture the imagination. The culture itself was advanced, with a complex writing system called hieroglyphics, elaborate religious beliefs, and significant contributions to mathematics and medicine. The Nile, often called the lifeblood of Egypt, provided essential resources for agriculture, allowing this ancient society to flourish in the midst of the desert. Even today, Egypt continues to fascinate people around the globe, drawing tourists to its incredible heritage and intriguing stories of the past. So next time you think of history, remember Egypt and its remarkable legacy that has shaped human civilization for thousands of years. This might surprise you. Jobs in North Korea aren't choices. In this isolated country, citizens don't get to pick their own careers like many of us do. Instead, the government assigns jobs based on its own economic needs, leaving individuals with little say in their professional paths. This means that someone with a passion for art might find themselves working in a factory, and a skilled doctor might be forced into manual labor instead of helping patients. To make matters even tougher, the salaries are shockingly low. A doctor who provides vital health services might earn only between $3 to $5 a month, while factory workers might only see $1 to $2 for their hard work. Imagine how difficult it would be to support a family on such a meager income. This strict control over careers and the harsh economic realities create a challenging environment for North Koreans, shaping their lives in profound ways. Living under such conditions makes us appreciate the career freedoms and economic opportunities many of us often take for granted. Can you believe Alaska's massive size? This incredible state is more than just vast landscapes. It's a giant when it comes to size. Alaska is so enormous that it could easily hold Texas, California, and Montana all at once within its borders. To give you a sense of perspective, Alaska covers about 600 to 6,300 square miles, making it the largest state in the U.S. by a long shot. In fact, it's bigger than all but 18 countries in the world. Imagine driving from one end to the other. You would cross through mountain ranges, forests, and even tundra. It's home to some of the most breathtaking natural wonders, like the stunning Denali National Park, where North America's highest peak is found. With its wildlife, including bears, moose, and whales, Alaska offers a unique ecosystem that's both rugged and awe-inspiring. Plus, the state's coastline stretches for more than 6,600 miles, featuring fjords, glaciers, and countless islands. So next time you hear someone mention Alaska, remember just how remarkably large and diverse it truly is. Step back in time to ancient Rome's fierce gladiators. In the bustling heart of the Roman Empire, where the Colosseum echoed with cheers and roars, gladiators were more than just fighters. They were trained warriors who honed their skills in special schools known as ludi. These schools were run by expert trainers called lanistas, who meticulously crafted the gladiators' abilities, preparing them for the brutal arena battles that captivated audiences. Imagine the early mornings at these training grounds, where the air was thick with the sound of clashing swords and the shouts of eager trainers. Gladiators practiced relentlessly, mastering techniques not only in combat but also in teamwork, as they often fought alongside each other in pairs or groups. The ludi were places of and endurance, where the fighters learned to withstand both physical pain and psychological pressure. While they were often seen as mere entertainers, these warriors led complex lives, forming bonds with their trainers and fellow fighters, and sometimes even becoming celebrities of their time. The life of a gladiator was harsh, but through rigorous training, they became symbols of bravery and skill, forever etched in history. Get ready for a wild insect surprise. Did you know that the world's largest insect colony is not some hidden underground maze, but a single fig tree in Brazil? This remarkable tree hosts over 20 million ants, creating a bustling metropolis of tiny workers. These ants work together in perfect harmony, showcasing an incredible example of cooperation in the animal kingdom. Within the sprawling branches and lush leaves of the fig tree, they build intricate tunnels and establish nests, all while tending to their queen and raising young ants. The fig tree provides them with shelter and food, forming a unique relationship known as mutualism, where both species benefit. As these ants scurry about, they also play an important role in the ecosystem by aiding in pollination and decomposition, helping to maintain the health of their environment. Imagine the hustle and bustle of millions of tiny creatures living together, demonstrating teamwork and survival tactics that have evolved over millions of years. It's a fascinating glimpse into nature's creativity and the intricate connections that sustain life on our planet. Who would have thought the axolotl regenerates lost limbs without a scar? The axolotl, Ambystoma mexicanum, a rare Mexican amphibian, is a biological wonder frozen in a larval state, retaining gills and aquatic habits throughout its life. But its real superpower is regeneration. Axolotls can regrow entire limbs, spinal cords, parts of the brain, and even portions of the heart without leaving a trace of scarring. Instead of forming fibrous tissue, they create a blastema, cells that behave like embryonic stem cells, rebuilding complex structures with precision. Scientists are decoding the axolotl genome to understand the genes responsible, hoping to apply this knowledge to human tissue repair and spinal cord injuries. In labs, axolotls have already advanced research in limb regrowth and cancer resistance. This permanently youthful creature holds answers to some of biology's most profound medical questions. What if I told you the basilisk lizard can run on water? The common basilisk, Basiliscus basiliscus, nicknamed the Jesus Christ lizard, defies gravity in short bursts. When startled, it sprints across water surfaces, using its large hind feet with fringe-like scales to slap and push against the surface tension, creating tiny air pockets that support its weight. By moving rapidly, up to 20 steps per second, it keeps its body above water for up to 5 meters before sinking and swimming. Young basilisks are the best runners, escaping predators by darting across streams and rivers in a flash. This incredible feat combines speed, physics, and evolution into a natural miracle. Engineers study their foot structure and gait to develop biomimetic robots that move across liquid surfaces. With one of the most jaw-dropping evasive maneuvers in the reptile world, the basilisk proves that running on water isn't just biblical, it's biological. Can you imagine giant saucers from the Earth's past? During excavations in Russia, scientists stumbled upon fascinating artifacts known as the Volgograd discs. These enormous tungsten discs, some of which look strikingly like flying saucers, have sparked wild theories about extraterrestrial origins. While the idea of aliens crafting these impressive objects tickles the imagination, the truth is much more down to earth. Researchers believe these discs are not products of alien technology, but instead formed through natural erosion processes over time. The impressive shape of the discs is a result of natural forces like wind and water sculpting the tungsten, a hard metal that can withstand these elements. The striking visual resemblance to UFOs has captured the curiosity of media and the public alike, fueling countless stories and discussions. Although the Volgograd disks may not offer evidence of alien life, they certainly remind us of the mysteries our own planet can hide, inviting us to further explore the intricate dance of nature that creates such wonders. Here's a wild fact about migrant origins. Most migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border come from three Central American countries: Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. These nations face serious economic challenges, such as high unemployment rates and poverty, which drive many people to seek better opportunities across the border. In Guatemala, for instance, nearly half of the population lives in poverty, while in Honduras and El Salvador, violent crime and gang activity make daily life incredibly difficult. Families often make the tough decision to leave their homes in hopes of a safer, more stable future for their children. Additionally, factors like climate change have exacerbated agricultural challenges, leading to food insecurity and forcing even more people to migrate. Many of these hopeful migrants embark on dangerous journeys, risking their lives for the chance of a better life. As the migration crisis continues to unfold, understanding these root causes is essential for grasping the complexities of the situation. Are we ready to listen and respond? Surprisingly, it's a fact that dams can fail. A dam failure on the Mississippi River could unleash devastating flooding, significantly impacting nearby communities. The Mississippi River, known for its vital role in transportation and agriculture, contains numerous dams designed to manage water flow. However, if one of these dams collapses, it can send torrents of water rushing downstream in moments. This rapid surge poses a serious threat to population centers, resulting in widespread property damage and disruption to daily life. Not only can homes and businesses be destroyed, but critical infrastructure like roads and bridges may also be compromised. Furthermore, the environmental consequences can be severe, potentially harming local wildlife habitats and ecosystems. As the floodwaters rise, there's also the alarming risk of loss of life, as people may be caught unaware or unable to evacuate in time. Understanding the risks associated with dam failures is crucial for preparedness and takes on new urgency as climate change intensifies extreme weather events. How prepared are we for such an event? Can you believe salaries came from salt? The word salary has a fascinating history that dates back to ancient Rome. It comes from the Latin term salarium, which is derived from sal, meaning salt. Back then, salt was more than just a seasoning. It was a precious commodity. It was essential for preserving food, particularly meat, and people would go to great lengths to obtain it. Interestingly, Roman soldiers were sometimes paid in salt, which was crucial for their survival. This practice highlights how valuable salt was in their society, sometimes even being referred to as white gold. If you earned your salt, it meant you had done your job well. This expression has stuck with us even today. So the next time you receive a paycheck, remember that your salary has humble beginnings, linked to something as ordinary yet vital as salt. Isn't it amazing to think about how something we sprinkle on our food could be connected to the way people were paid thousands of years ago? Is your phone making you anxious? Let's find out. Recent studies show smartphone usage has surged dramatically, climbing from an average of 3 hours and 45 minutes per day in 2019 to an anticipated 4 hours and 49 minutes by 2024. That's nearly a full workday spent scrolling, texting, and streaming. It's no wonder that many experts are waving red flags about this rising screen time. Around 68.6% of people believe that this excessive phone use is taking a toll on their mental health. With notifications constantly dinging and social media feeds ever updating, our devices can be a source of overwhelming stress and anxiety. Additionally, spending so much time staring at screens can lead to eye strain, commonly known as digital eye strain or computer vision syndrome. Symptoms include blurry vision, dry eyes, and headaches. So as convenient as our smartphones are for connecting us and offering endless entertainment, it's essential to take regular breaks and engage with the world around us. Finding a balance can help protect both our mental well-being and our eyesight. What if I told you Mars had massive tsunamis? Recent evidence suggests that the red planet wasn't just a dry, dusty landscape we see today. It once experienced extraordinary cataclysmic events, including enormous tsunamis triggered by meteor strikes. Imagine waves reaching heights of up to 50 meters crashing onto Martian shores. Scientists believe that these waves could have been created when large space rocks slammed into the surface of Mars, sending shock waves through the planet's crust and splashing up a torrent of water in the process. The remnants of these ancient tsunamis have been found in the form of distinctive geological features like wave-like patterns and sediment deposits, hinting at a very different past filled with watery chaos. Though Mars is currently inhospitable, the discovery of these massive waves suggests that it might have once had conditions suitable for liquid water, raising intriguing questions about the planet's potential to support life. Understanding these Martian tsunamis not only deepens our knowledge of the planet's history, but also fuels our curiosity about the universe and what other surprises it may hold. Surprising fact about your thumbs you didn't know. Did you know each of your thumbs has its very own pulse? That's right. Thanks to a blood vessel called the radial artery, which runs along the thumb side of your wrist, each thumb gets its specific blood supply. This artery plays a crucial role in delivering oxygen-rich blood, helping your thumb function properly and stay healthy. Because of this unique setup, you can actually measure your pulse on your thumb. If you press down just right, you might feel that gentle thump, reminding you that even your smallest digits are packed with life. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies work in such intricate ways? This little artery helps not just in keeping your thumbs moving with grace, whether you're texting, playing an instrument, or crafting, but it also shows how every part of you, no matter how small, is important. So next time you think about your hands, remember that those thumbs are not just for giving a thumbs up, they have their own heartbeat too. You won't believe what flows in Antarctica. At the stunning Taylor Island, there's a remarkable sight known as the Blood Falls, captivating all who visit. This striking waterfall is not your typical cascade of clear blue water. Instead, it pours out a deep, eerie red, reminiscent of blood, which certainly raises eyebrows and sparks curiosity. But what causes this unusual hue? The secret lies in the iron-rich water seeping out from beneath the glacier. As the salty water, which is extremely saline and acidic, flows to the surface, it oxidizes once it comes into contact with the air, transforming into that striking red color. This phenomenon is both mesmerizing and scientifically intriguing. The blood falls are a fantastic example of how Earth's unique conditions can create striking natural wonders. Despite its unsettling appearance, the water is a product of a complex geological process taking place beneath the icy surface, showcasing the incredible diversity of life and environments that exist even in the most extreme conditions like Antarctica. Did you know winemakers relied on the ton for measurement? In the Middle Ages, the ton was a crucial unit for measuring wine. This large cask could hold around 252 gallons, making it a significant vessel for producers and traders alike. Winemakers poured their skills into creating flavors that delighted the palates of kings and commoners, while merchants used tons to transport vast quantities of wine across Europe. This system not only facilitated trade, but also established important routes linking vineyards to markets. As trade blossomed, so did the language of winemaking, with terms from this era echoing in today's industry. For instance, contemporary winemakers still refer to casks and barrels, reminding us of ancient practices that laid the groundwork for modern wine production. Although the ton might sound outdated now, its influence remains alive, bridging centuries of traditions. When you sip your favorite wine today, think about the journey it took from those medieval tons to your glass. What else do you think has changed in winemaking since then? Unraveling Laos' unique seasons. Why the change? In the heart of Southeast Asia lies Laos, a country that showcases a vibrant mix of cultures, stunning landscapes, and an intriguing climate. Here, the weather is characterized by two distinct seasons that really shape life in this beautiful land. The dry season stretches from November to April, when the sun shines brightly and rain is a rarity. It's the perfect time for outdoor adventures, exploring bustling markets, or taking in the breathtaking views along the Mekong River. Then comes the rainy season from May to October, During these months, the skies open up, drenching the lush greenery and filling rivers and lakes to the brim. While the rain can sometimes put a damper on plans, it also brings life to the earth, creating a stunning backdrop of vibrant colors and fertile landscapes. The rhythm of life in Laos dances to the beat of these seasonal changes, influencing everything from agriculture to festivals. With such a fascinating climate, it's no wonder that Laos captures the hearts of its visitors all year round. Discover why Japan is called the land of the rising sun. This fascinating nickname comes from Japan's geographical location to the east of the Asian continent, making it one of the first places to see the sunrise each day. But there's so much more to this incredible country than just early sunshine. Japan beautifully combines stunning natural landscapes, rich traditions, and modern advancements. With an area of about 379,287 square kilometers, it's similar in size to California, yet it's packed with over 125 million people, making it the 11th most populous country in the world. The culture is a unique blend of ancient customs and contemporary practices. Think tranquil temples alongside bustling cities. You'll find everything from cherry blossoms in the spring to breathtaking snow-capped mountains in winter. Plus, the resilience of the Japanese people shines through in their ability to adapt and thrive amid challenges, such as natural disasters. So whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or a foodie, Japan has something spectacular to offer everyone. Did you know Istanbul straddles two continents? It's true. Istanbul, the vibrant heart of Turkey, is a unique city that spans both Europe and Asia. Separated by the famous Bosphorus Strait, this incredible location offers a breathtaking blend of cultures, histories, and landscapes. On the European side, you'll find bustling neighborhoods filled with cafes, shops, and historic landmarks like the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. Cross over to the Asian side, and the atmosphere shifts to a more laid-back vibe, with beautiful parks, markets, and stunning views of the city skyline. Because of its unique position, Istanbul acts as a bridge, connecting not just two continents, but also two very different worlds. This city has been a crossroads for trade, art, and culture for centuries, attracting travelers and traders from all over. So whether you're sipping Turkish tea by the Bosphorus or exploring ancient palaces, Istanbul truly offers the best of both worlds, making it a must-visit destination for anyone looking to experience a rich tapestry of life. Hard to believe, but reality TV started in 1973. Back in the early 70s, a groundbreaking show hit the airwaves known as An American Family. It marked the very first reality television series in the United States. This show invited viewers into the everyday lives of the Loud family, giving them an intimate look at their daily routines and personal challenges across 12 fascinating episodes. The Louds were just an ordinary family living in Santa Barbara, California, but their life was anything but boring. The show candidly captured their joys, struggles, and even the tensions that came with family life, all without a script. This open-door approach to storytelling was novel at the time and paved the way for modern reality TV. Imagine a world without your favorite reality shows. An American Family not only captivated audiences, but also sparked conversations about the nature of family dynamics and the role of television in shaping societal views. As critics and viewers reacted, it became clear that reality TV was here to stay, evolving into a massive genre that influences entertainment to this day. You won't believe how cars are changing. Imagine cruising down the road in a vehicle that doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi movie, right? Well, Mercedes-Benz is making that futuristic dream a reality with their new car controlled entirely by joysticks. This innovative design focuses on improving convenience and accessibility, allowing drivers to maneuver their vehicles using easy-to-use joysticks instead of traditional controls. This means not just a shift in how we drive, but also in how we think about driving itself. Equipped with advanced technology, these cars can handle navigation and safety, giving the driver more time to enjoy the ride. Additionally, this futuristic approach could open up a world of possibilities for those who find conventional driving challenging, like individuals with certain disabilities. So get ready. This is just the beginning of a revolution in personal transport, where driving might just become an experience of the future on our roads today. What if I told you buildings can stay cool without electricity? It's true, certain technologies help us keep structures comfortable without relying on air conditioning. One amazing method is the use of green roofs, which are topped with plants and vegetation. These living roofs act as natural insulators by providing shade, reducing heat absorption, and promoting airflow. They not only cool buildings, but also help with stormwater management and improve air quality. Moreover, architects use reflective materials that, instead of absorbing sunlight, bounce it away from the structure, keeping indoor temperatures low. This innovative approach is especially useful during blistering summer days, allowing people to enjoy a cool indoor environment without causing a spike in energy consumption. With climate change pushing us to find sustainable solutions, using these technologies could make a big difference. So next time you see a building with a lush garden on its roof or shiny surfaces that sparkle in the sun, remember, they might be cooler than they seem, and they're doing their part to save energy. Can you imagine a world where dads give birth? Seahorses live it. In the underwater realm of seahorses, traditional gender roles are flipped. It's the male that becomes pregnant. After a graceful mating dance, the female deposits eggs into the male's brood pouch, a specialized chamber on his abdomen. The male fertilizes the eggs and incubates them for weeks, regulating temperature, oxygen flow, and salinity. During this time, he nourishes the embryos, protects them from predators, and even contracts in labor to release the fully formed young into the ocean. This is the only known case of true male pregnancy in the animal kingdom. Ancient Asian cultures viewed seahorses as symbols of protection and good fortune, perhaps drawn to their unusual parenting habits. Biologists continue to study this rare adaptation for insights into reproductive biology and evolutionary diversity. In the world of seahorses, fatherhood takes on a whole new level of commitment. Ever wondered how many smells your nose detects? It's incredible, but the human nose can sniff out over 1 trillion different scents. This amazing feat is possible thanks to around 400 unique olfactory receptors working together in fascinating combinations. Think of your nose as a complex and sensitive detective, always on the lookout for new scents. This ability isn't just for show, it plays a vital role in how we experience the world around us. For instance, the smell of freshly baked cookies can transport us back to childhood, invoking cherished memories. On the flip side, the ability to detect smoke or spoiled food helps us steer clear of danger. Each time we breathe in, our brain interprets these olfactory signals, making connections with our emotions and experiences. So, whether it's the aroma of a favorite dish that makes your mouth water or the urge to step away from something nasty, our sense of smell is a powerful guide, helping us enjoy life and stay safe. Can you picture how big Namibia really is? Namibia is a fascinating gem tucked away in southwestern Africa, stretching over 615 square kilometers, which is roughly the size of Texas, or about 380,772 square miles. This makes it the 34th largest country in the world, a place where vast landscapes and unique ecosystems combine. To the north, it shares its borders with Angola, while Zambia peeks in from the northeast. To the south, it's neighborly with South Africa, and to the west, its coastline greets the Atlantic Ocean. This location gives Namibia a diverse climate ranging from deserts to savannas, making it home to remarkable wildlife and stunning landscapes like the Namib Desert with its towering dunes. Imagine exploring these places where the sun paints the sky in fiery oranges and deep purples at sunset. Namibia isn't just a land of size, it's a rich tapestry of cultures, history, and one of the most breathtaking natural beauty sites, making it a must-visit for adventurers and nature lovers alike. You won't believe this about army tanks. In 1932, the U.S. Army came up with a wild idea to use helium-filled tanks that could float right over enemy trenches. Imagine a tank drifting above the battlefield, seemingly invincible and ready to surprise the opposition. But this innovative concept faced a serious problem. the tanks were way too easy to pop. Just like a kid's birthday balloon, the helium didn't provide the durability needed for combat. As a result, the Army scrapped the floating tank idea, realizing that floating tanks might sound cool but wouldn't hold up in the heat of battle. This curious chapter in military history shows how even the most creative ideas can sometimes go awry. Instead of gliding over the battlefield, armored vehicles evolved towards sturdier designs that prioritize strength and reliability. Today, tanks are built for power and protection, but it's fascinating to think about how the combination of helium and tanks almost changed warfare. What other wild inventions have been tried in history? Did you know Zara started with just a single store? It's hard to believe that one of the world's largest fashion brands began its journey in 1975 with a humble shop in La Coruña, Spain. Founded by the visionary Amancio Ortega, Zara quickly transformed the way we think about fashion. Known for its fast fashion business model, Zara has mastered the art of getting the latest trends from the runway to the store in record time. This clever approach means that shoppers can find trendy clothing just weeks after it's been seen on the catwalk. Instead of waiting for seasons to change, Zara introduces new items continuously, keeping their inventory fresh and exciting. With hundreds of stores across the globe, Zara has not only tapped into the pulse of current fashion, but also influenced how other brands operate. But what does this mean for consumers? Well, it means you can always find something new to wear without breaking the bank. As we continue to embrace fashion's rapid evolution, Zara remains a key player in this world, boldly shaping our wardrobes and shopping habits. Here's something incredible about North Korea's World Cup broadcasts. During the 2014 World Cup, something unusual happened in North Korea. While the world eagerly tuned in to watch live matches, North Korean viewers were stuck waiting. The country aired all World Cup games, but with a significant twist. They were broadcasted 24 to 36 hours later. This deliberate delay was widely seen as a form of censorship, allowing the government to control the information its citizens received and manage the narrative around the event. Imagine the excitement of soccer fans everywhere, cheering for their favorite teams while North Koreans had to wait to see the action unfold. This tactic provided the regime the chance to edit out any moments they deemed unacceptable or politically sensitive, ensuring that only the appropriate image of the tournament reached viewers. This fascinating blend of sports and politics highlights how deeply intertwined governance can be with entertainment in North Korea. Despite the delay, the broadcast still represented a rare glimpse of the outside world for many North Koreans, showcasing the power of sports to bridge divides, even in the most isolated of nations. Meet the winter warriors of Japan, the macaques. These remarkable creatures, often called snow monkeys, have adapted expertly to some of the coldest climates on Earth. You can find them in the mountainous regions of Japan, where temperatures plummet in winter, but instead of fleeing to warmer areas, their thick fur keeps them cozy. One of their coolest features is their flexible tails, which they use like an extra hand to grasp objects and help navigate their surroundings. This ability allows them to manipulate food and interact with their environment skillfully. When the snow falls, you might catch them huddling together for warmth or soaking in natural hot springs, a behavior that not only keeps them warm, but also helps them relax and bond with one another. Their adaptability doesn't stop at their tails or fur. These monkeys are social creatures too, living in matriarchal groups where females often help care for each other's young. So next time you think of primates, remember these cold-resistant cuties who thrive in challenging conditions. You might be surprised by tooth enamel's secret. Tooth enamel is truly a remarkable part of our body, and it holds the title of being the hardest substance we have. This tough outer layer covers our teeth and protects them from damage caused by food and drinks, not to mention the bacteria that can lead to cavities. Made mostly of a mineral called hydroxyapatite, it gives our teeth their strength and durability. You may wonder how something so hard can sometimes be chipped or worn away. That's because enamel doesn't have living cells. Unlike bone, which can repair itself, once enamel is damaged, it can't regenerate. So protecting it is crucial. Good habits like brushing with fluoride toothpaste, limiting sugary snacks, and eating crunchy fruits and veggies can help keep enamel intact. Interestingly, even though it's super strong, Enamel can still be dulled by acids from sugary and acidic foods. So next time you enjoy a soda or candy, think of your enamel protecting your smile and remember to treat it kindly. Dive into the secrets of the giant amphipod. You might be surprised to learn that these fascinating little creatures, typically no longer than an inch, can stretch their bodies up to a remarkable foot in length. Living in the deep, dark depths of the Pacific Ocean, around 6 kilometers below the surface, amphipods thrive in an environment that few other creatures can handle. These small but mighty crustaceans have adapted to the extreme conditions of the deep sea, where pressure is crushing and light is non-existent. Their elongated bodies and unique adaptations allow them to effectively navigate this underwater world, feeding on anything from tiny plankton to dead marine animals that drift down from above. Despite their tiny size when seen at the surface, capturing the amphipod in all its glory at the bottom of the ocean reveals a creature of impressive resilience and survival skills. Scientists are increasingly interested in these incredible animals, as learning more about them can provide insights into marine ecosystems and even potential applications for human health. So next time you hear about the amphipod, remember, there's much more to this tiny crustacean than meets the eye. Did you know astronauts can't burp in space? It's true, up there in the big vast universe, the absence of gravity changes how our bodies function in surprising ways. You see, when we're on Earth, gravity keeps everything in our stomachs in their designated positions. When we eat or drink, gas can build up, and we can release it by burping. But in space, things are a bit different. Without gravity to help separate the gases from liquids in our stomachs, astronauts find that the gas doesn't rise as it normally would back home. This means that instead of a nice, satisfying burp after a meal, they might just feel bloated and uncomfortable. The gas doesn't escape easily, which can lead to some tricky situations during long missions. To combat this, astronauts have to be careful about what they eat and drink, opting for foods that minimize gas production. So next time you're indulging in a fizzy drink or a hearty meal, just remember, in the zero-gravity world of space, burping is a luxury they simply can't afford. Surprisingly, Oklahoma leads the U.S. in tornadoes. This state experiences the highest frequency of tornadoes per square mile, making it infamous as a main part of Tornado Alley. This region, which includes parts of Texas, Kansas, and Nebraska, witnesses more tornadoes than any other area in the country. With its unique geography, including flat plains and warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico colliding with cool air masses from the Rockies, Oklahoma creates the perfect storm conditions for these powerful weather events. These tornadoes can be fierce, spinning winds that can reach speeds of over 200 miles per hour. If you're a tornado watcher or a thrill seeker, Oklahoma is a hotspot for chasing storms, drawing enthusiasts from around the world who wish to safely experience these natural phenomena. To prepare for the potential danger, local residents have developed a strong community awareness, with many participating in safety drills and investing in storm shelters. So whether you're fascinated by meteorology or just enjoy the adrenaline rush, Oklahoma's tornado scene is one to watch. Have you ever stopped to think that computers were women? Before machines took over, computers were people, often women, who manually calculated everything from artillery trajectories to satellite orbits. In the 1940s and 50s, NASA's space missions relied on these brilliant women to crunch the math by hand. Katherine Johnson, a black mathematician at NASA, calculated flight paths that sent John Glenn into orbit and helped land Apollo 11 on the moon. These women worked tirelessly, often underpaid and invisible, solving equations that no computer could yet handle. Their legacy was long overlooked, but now it's recognized as the backbone of space exploration. Their brains launched rockets, and their courage launched change in science, gender roles, and history. They weren't just part of the space race, they were the engines behind it. Prepare to be amazed by Cairo's rich history. Did you know that Cairo is not just the bustling capital of Egypt, but also the most populous city in Africa, with around 20 million people calling it home? This vibrant metropolis is a melting pot of cultures, traditions, and stories that stretch back over 4,000 years. Founded near the ancient city of Memphis, Cairo has been a significant hub for civilizations throughout history. The city is famous for its stunning landmarks, such as the pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx, which remind us of the incredible civilization of the ancient Egyptians. But Cairo is more than just history. It's a lively modern city filled with bustling markets, delicious street food, and a rich tapestry of daily life. Wander through the narrow streets of the Khan el-Khalil Bazaar, or enjoy a traditional cup of tea while overlooking the Nile River. Cairo's blend of ancient wonders and modern-day vibrancy creates a unique atmosphere that beckons visitors from all over the globe. Whether you're fascinated by history or simply looking for new experiences, Cairo has something for everyone. Can you imagine thousands of redheads parading through one city? In Tilburg, Netherlands, something magical happens each year. Over 20,000 natural redheads from more than 80 countries gather for Redhead Days. What began as a photography project grew into a global celebration of genetic rarity, identity, and pride. With parades, group portraits, storytelling, art workshops, and music, it's a sea of copper, auburn, and strawberry blonde like nowhere else on Earth. Attendees exchange tips on hair care, sun protection, and dealing with stereotypes. But this isn't just about hair, it's about connection. Redheads make up less than 2% of the global population, and here they find community and confidence. The festival proves that diversity deserves more than tolerance. It deserves joyful, unapologetic celebration. Could the Pringles can owe its shape to NASA? It might sound like snack aisle science fiction, but the iconic Pringles can was inspired by aerospace engineering. Inventor Frederick Bauer wasn't just creating a clever tube, he was applying principles from the world of spaceflight. The cylindrical, foil-lined cardboard design was patented as a container for the safe transport of fragile articles, a concept rooted in technology used to shield sensitive equipment during rocket launches. Its airtight seal and even pressure distribution protected the delicate, uniform chips from crushing, just like similar designs protected circuit boards and lenses in zero gravity. In essence, the Pringles can is a low-orbit idea brought down to Earth, a practical intersection of high-tech materials and everyday convenience. From space probes to sour cream and onion, it's proof that packaging can be a story of innovation. Did you know kiwis were once called Chinese gooseberries? This quirky little fruit has quite an interesting backstory. Originally discovered in China in the early 20th century, it was aptly named the Chinese gooseberry due to its sweet and tangy flavor, reminiscent of the beloved gooseberry. However, everything changed when the fruit made its way to New Zealand. In a clever marketing move, New Zealand growers decided to rename it kiwi after the fluffy, brown, and flightless kiwi bird, which is a national symbol of the country. This new name not only made the fruit sound more exotic and appealing, but also connected it to its new home. The kiwi quickly gained popularity around the world, and today it is loved for its vibrant green color, unique texture, and delightful taste. Plus, the kiwi is packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, making it a nutritious snack that's fun to eat. So next time you enjoy this little powerhouse, remember its journey from Chinese gooseberry to kiwi and appreciate the creativity behind its name. Did you know pigs are smarter than dogs? Pigs are often underestimated creatures, but the truth is they might just be some of the smartest animals around. Studies show that pigs have remarkable cognitive abilities, often surpassing those of our beloved canine companions. They can learn complex tasks, solve puzzles, and even manipulate their environment to get what they want. Pigs have a great memory and can remember what they've learned for years. They display emotions, form social bonds, and communicate with each other using a variety of vocalizations. In fact, they can be trained to perform tricks, respond to commands, and even play video games. Their playful nature and intelligence have led to pigs being compared to toddlers in terms of cognitive skills. So the next time you think about intelligence in the animal kingdom, remember that pigs are right up there with the best of them. They're not just cute and tasty, they're clever, curious, and full of surprises. Believe it or not, America is a land of contrasts. From the sun-soaked beaches of Florida to the snow-capped peaks of the Rocky Mountains, The United States boasts a stunning variety of landscapes and cultures. Each of the 50 states offers its own unique blend of environments, creating a vibrant tapestry of natural beauty and human experience. For example, in California, you can hike through towering redwood forests, while in Texas, vast deserts stretch for miles. The country's geography ranges from the lush greenery of the Pacific Northwest to the arid plains of the Midwest. This vast diversity also extends to its cultures, influenced by immigration and indigenous histories. You might find lively street festivals in New Orleans, serene spirituality in Utah's deserts, or tech innovation in Silicon Valley. This contrast not only makes for breathtaking travel adventures, but also enriches America's identity, showcasing the ability of its people to create vibrant communities in the most unexpected places. Isn't it fascinating how one nation can hold such varied treasures? Is it true Titanic's sister ship nearly sank first? Most people know the story of Titanic, but few realize that its older sister, RMS Olympic, almost met disaster before Titanic ever sailed. In 1911, Olympic collided with the British warship HMS Hawke near Southampton, tearing open two compartments. Though it didn't sink, the incident revealed vulnerabilities in the ship's hull design. Despite this close call, the White Star Line made only minor tweaks when building Titanic. Less than a year later, Titanic famously hit an iceberg and sank. Historians now speculate that if Olympic had received a full structural overhaul, the lessons learned might have saved Titanic. Instead, corners were cut and tragedy struck. It's a haunting case of history's warning signs being ignored, and a chilling reminder of how close calls don't always change course in time. Ready for a surprise about bald eagles? The bald eagle, a majestic bird that represents the freedom and spirit of the United States, can reach astonishing heights while soaring through the sky. Imagine gliding up to 10,000 feet, which is over 3,000 meters high. That's like flying above the clouds. From this impressive altitude, these skilled hunters have incredible vision, allowing them to spot their dinner from miles away. Whether it's a fish swimming in a river or a small mammal scurrying on the ground, their sharp eyesight helps them zero in on prey with laser focus. This remarkable ability not only makes them effective hunters, but also showcases the beauty of nature's design. As the bald eagle dives downward, they tuck in their wings and can reach speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. This blend of grace and power is part of why the bald eagle is such an iconic symbol. Next time you see this majestic bird soaring above, remember, it's not just flying, it's on a high-stakes hunt, showcasing nature's resilience and magnificence. Believe it or not, the FBI had a Bigfoot file. In the 1970s, the FBI opened a real investigation into Bigfoot. Yes, the mythical, ape-like creature of North American folklore. They received over 20,000 letters from citizens submitting hair samples, footprints, and blurry photos. One sample sent by a cryptozoologist from the Pacific Northwest prompted the FBI to conduct actual lab tests. Though the hair turned out to belong to a deer, the case was filed officially under cryptid reports and stored alongside UFO dossiers. The documents, declassified decades later, show how the agency took public concern seriously, even when it leaned toward the extraordinary. While Bigfoot remains elusive, his case file lives on as a quirky chapter in American science and skepticism. Sometimes even the most rational institutions indulge in a little monster hunting. Ever wonder who has the most Michelin stars? That title goes to the legendary Alain Ducasse, a French culinary maestro with a remarkable story. Born in the tiny village of Orgeres, Ducasse transformed the world of fine dining with his innovative approach to cuisine. Over his illustrious career, he has achieved an astonishing total of 21 Michelin stars, more than any other chef in history. This elite recognition isn't just about cooking tasty dishes, it's a testament to the artistry and dedication behind every meal. Ducasse believes that food should tell a story, combining taste, texture, and presentation in a way that captivates the diner. His restaurants, which span across several countries, showcase a variety of culinary traditions, blending classic French techniques with influences from around the globe. He's not just a chef, he's also an educator, sharing his passion through culinary schools and mentorship programs. Ducassi's influence extends beyond the kitchen, making him a significant figure in the gastronomic world. His relentless pursuit of excellence continues to inspire budding chefs and food lovers everywhere. Get ready to be amazed by Abraham Lake. This enchanting spot in Alberta, Canada showcases a breathtaking winter wonderland that defies expectations. When winter arrives and temperatures plunge, the lake freezes over, transforming into a stunning icy canvas. But here's the twist. Beneath the surface, thousands of tiny bubbles filled with methane gas get captured in the ice. As the lake freezes, these bubbles create a mesmerizing pattern that looks like floating ice or ghostly orbs, giving the lake an otherworldly charm. The sight is so surreal that it feels like stepping into a frozen dream. Adventurers and photographers flock here, drawn by the chance to capture this unique phenomenon. Beyond its beauty, these methane bubbles remind us of the lake's hidden life. Methane is a natural byproduct of decomposition, and it plays a crucial role in the ecosystem. So if you ever find yourself in Alberta during the colder months, don't miss the chance to explore Abraham Lake. Witnessing this spectacular sight is an experience you won't forget. Ever seen the giant salamander in action? The Chinese giant salamander holds the title of the largest amphibian on the planet, and it's truly a sight to behold. These impressive creatures can grow up to 1.8 meters long, making them longer than many small cars. Imagine catching a glimpse of one of these gentle giants gliding through freshwater streams or lurking in cool, dark caves. Not just a remarkable size, these salamanders are also ancient, having existed for millions of years. They can live for over 50 years, which means they often outlast several generations of humans. Sadly, despite their longevity, these amphibians are in serious trouble due to habitat loss, pollution, and illegal hunting. Their unique looks, with wrinkly, baggy skin and feathery gills, make them fascinating but also vulnerable, leading to their endangered status. Conservation groups are racing to protect these animals and their habitats, hoping to ensure future generations can appreciate the wonders of the Chinese giant salamander. Ever seen a supercar graveyard in Dubai? It might sound like a scene from a movie, but in this glittering city, luxury cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis can be found sitting abandoned in junkyards. Imagine stepping into a place filled with once glorious vehicles, now left to rust and fade under the intense sun. Many of these high-end beauties were driven by folks who may have overstretched their wallets, faced soaring repair costs, or simply couldn't keep up with the constant arrival of newer models. In a city where extravagance is the norm, these abandoned cars tell a different story of ambition and reality. Instead of hitting the road, many of these vehicles sit in waiting, sometimes auctioned off to enthusiasts who see potential or dismantled for valuable parts. Surprisingly, it's not just the dream of owning a supercar that leads to this. Economic changes or personal challenges can leave owners in tough spots. So next time you hear about Dubai, think beyond the sparkle and glitz. There's a hidden tale of luxury and loss lurking in those junkyards. Could Europa be hiding something incredible beneath its ice? Jupiter's moon. Europa is a fascinating world that captures the imagination of scientists and explorers alike. Beneath its thick shell of ice lies a hidden ocean, possibly holding more than twice the amount of water found on Earth. This subsurface ocean is kept warm by the gravitational pull from Jupiter, creating a dynamic environment where conditions could be just right for life as we know it. With a salty, nutrient-rich ocean, Europa has become a prime target in the search for extraterrestrial life. Missions like NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper aim to study its icy surface and analyze the plume jets that shoot water vapor into space, giving researchers clues about the ocean beneath. If microbial life exists there, it could tell us about the possibilities of life elsewhere in the universe. Imagine machines exploring the depths of this alien ocean, dramatically altering our understanding of life in the cosmos. Europa is more than just an ice-covered moon. It could be a treasure trove of biological secrets waiting to be uncovered. Ever wondered about South Korea's gaming passion? South Korea has become a dazzling beacon in the world of video gaming, known for its vibrant and intense gaming culture. With a population that's deeply passionate about gaming, the country hosts a thriving esports scene that's recognized globally. Here, professional gamers are treated like celebrities, and intense competitions draw massive crowds both in person and online. Gamers train rigorously, often spending countless hours honing their skills, and some even start their careers in their teens. Major cities like Seoul buzz with gaming cafes where friends gather to play everything from strategy games to battle royales. South Korea's dedication to esports has also led to significant government support, funding programs, and even creating specialized schools for young gamers. The country's iconic events, like the League of Legends World Championship, showcase not just the skill of the players, but also the excitement and camaraderie within the community. From enthusiastic fans to skilled competitors, South Korea's gaming culture is a fascinating testament to how video games have woven themselves into the fabric of society. Why do penguins gather in colonies? You might picture solitary penguins waddling along icy landscapes, but surprise! These charming birds are social creatures that thrive in large groups. Known as colonies, these gatherings can number in the thousands, especially during breeding season. Why do they come together in such impressive numbers? It's all about safety in numbers. When they huddle close, they not only keep warm against the biting cold of their environments, but also protect each other from predators. Imagine a cozy crowd where every penguin is snuggled up, conserving heat as they brave chilly winds. These colonies also boost the breeding success of the penguins. With more eyes watching out for hungry seals and birds, individual penguins feel safer when it comes time to raise their chicks. After all, raising a penguin chick is no small feat. It takes a village or colony to ensure that the little ones are fed and protected. So next time you see a group of penguins, remember that they aren't just hanging out. They're working together to survive and thrive in their icy home. Can you imagine easy travel to Laos? Laos boasts flexible visa policies that cater to everyone, from short-term travelers to those looking to make it their home. If you're planning a quick visit, you can snag a tourist visa either at a Lao embassy or consulate, or right from your smartphone with an e-visa, which typically costs between $30 and $50. With such convenient options, exploring the lush landscapes, vibrant cities, and rich culture of Laos has never been easier. But what if you're considering a longer stay? No problem. Business visas are available too, as long as you have an invitation letter from a company in Laos. These business visas can be extended for up to a year, giving you plenty of time to immerse yourself in the country's natural beauty, try delicious foods, or engage in local activities. With its welcoming approach to visa applications, Laos is ready to unfold its treasures to anyone eager to explore. It's an excellent opportunity for both adventurers and those looking to work and enjoy life in this beautiful Southeast Asian gem.